Wait, did you hit the button? You actually hit the button.
I hit the button.
No, it's way too early to hit the button.
I
It's
love
like
the button.
No, but it's 10 minutes until 7. We go on at 7.
You understand?
Yeah.
The button was like, hit me.
No, but you're not supposed to hit it before 7. We go on at 7 o'clock. It's like 6:50 right now.
Is it bad that I can't hear myself in my microphone and my things?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. That means you see right there, we've got the little meter thing there that tells us if we're being heard.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that's, oh, Robert's first. This is what we've done. We've messed everything up and other people have stolen it from Emily now because she usually waits right at 7 o'clock. And now it's not 7 o'clock. It's 6:50. We've been like 10 minutes late before, but I don't know if we've been 10 minutes early before.
This is fun.
Yeah. You like causing chaos is what you're saying.
Yes.
Why would you do that to people?
Because I'm nice.
But they are planning their entire evenings around this, and then you hit the button 10 minutes early.
We're giving them 10 extra minutes of us.
10 minutes of us is not what they want. They want 1 hour of trivia, and then they accidentally get an hour and a half of trivia. Oh. And then they complain because it's too much trivia. Robert can hear you.
Okay. I just can't hear anything.
No. I could change it so that you can hear more of you if you would like.
Okay.
Let's see if I can
can't hear you either.
That's fine. There's nothing important. So you would like to hear more of you. I hear this should make more of you.
Hello. I can't hear.
Is that you?
No, I don't think so.
No, you're not hearing you. Well, that's very strange. I would have expected that to
It's not
work.
that important.
No, you don't think so?
I like it when I can hear you.
You like it when you can hear me. I would have expected this to turn me up.
Yes.
And then I would expect this to turn you up.
Maybe it did. And I can hear me.
Okay, now you're better?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're happy.
I'm very happy.
Robert got the day off of work.
Hello, Robert. I heard that you'll be working during our show from now on, and I was really sad.
Yes. I'd also like to think that he got the day off of work, and so then he's just been standing around his computer waiting for trivia to start.
Aw.
He's just been like, it's any time now. It could be in the next hour. I'm gonna hang out here just in case. And then he got first. He got the first point. While we wait for people to trickle in, we do this every night at 7 o'clock, or some nights at 10 after 7, and some nights like tonight at 10 till 7. Why not? I guess. Robert is actually tagging some people. That seems like it would probably count, right? They're not here yet.
Yep.
I think we gave him an undue advantage though, because it wasn't. It was so early that people weren't expecting it. So there you go. To the spoils, right? This is the early bird gets the worm syndrome is what's happening here.
To the victor goes the spoils.
To the victor goes the spoils. I'm gonna go in and take a look at our Facebook feed here and shut it up. There we go. Craig Lewis has also joined us. Hello, Craig Lewis. I'm gonna share the show, which is one of the ways that you can get points. One of the ways you get points is by being the first one to come in and say first, which Robert did, and was the only one here for quite a while. Now there's 3 people.
What?
I'm only seeing 2 people talking, but it says there are 3 people.
Are you one of them?
Maybe. That might be the 3rd one. Let's be honest. And then it looks like we've had tags for Tiffany and Lori. If you give points, you got points for him.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 3 points already. Mike O'Brien has joined us. Christina is here. People are filtering in. We caught them off guard by going a little early. People expect us to be a little late sometimes, but no one thinks we're going to be early. And that's what we like to do, is throw them off a bit. Oh, look, we've got some shares happening. Do you see that? Look at the shares. I was just going to do that myself. I'm going to share the show.
No one
I'm
going
to share it now publicly, and that's what makes those little alerts. That little alert down there is because of sharing. So you can get a point if you share publicly on Facebook. You will get a point at the end of the show. We will make sure that you get a point. If you want to share it privately, like not to somebody's profile or not to your own profile or to a group, you'll have to tag them in a chat here. So you'll just do @ their name, and that's how you'll do it. Jenny has also joined us. People slowly coming in. They're waking up. They were taking naps in the middle of the day, and now they have woken up. Hello, Mike. welcome. Are you going to be joining us for some trivia? We're going to get started here soon. Soon we will get started here. I feel like, is there any other places I should share it? I don't know. Jenny shared. Look, Jenny has also shared. Lots of people sharing today, which is great.
You.
We appreciate that. I'm going to go and share it to some people as well that maybe haven't been here in a while. My sister hasn't been here in a while.
She sure has not.
No, we should definitely invite her. Let's see. Who else can we make sure comes?
Is it
Shaggy.
possible to share it and with a message and tell her that we're going to do all Wham trivia?
All what?
All Wham trivia.
All Wham trivia? We're not doing all Wham trivia, though.
I'm fine with lying to your sister.
You're okay with that? That seems rude to lie to my sister. I don't know what
done it
she
to me.
has ever done to you to make that happen, but who are other people that we need? Huh? Maybe Smiles, perhaps. And
Mike will be here for a bit, but then he hears Taco Bell calling, and I was wondering what the mating call of Taco Bell is.
that's fair. That is also it's I guess it's just the ringing of a bell, right?
I was thinking it smelled like refried bean farts, but
No, I think it's more like Pavlov's dogs, right? There's just a bell rings and you're like, "Oh, I need Taco Bell."
oh, okay.
Taco Bell, I love Taco Bell. Taco Bell, the only fast food that is made up of just 5 ingredients no matter what you order. They're just they're inside of things and outside of things like that. Hi, Nicole. Hello. All right, so we're still waiting on a few people. Let's go over some other things. One way you got points, being the first one into the chat and saying first. So Robert got a point for that. You get points for sharing. We've seen a few people sharing. I just did it and showed you how that works. You get a point for that on Facebook here. If you're over on Twitch, you can also get a point for hosting the show. You just have to let us know that we did that you did that. When it comes to sharing, it only counts if you do unique shares. So that means you have to do a share to like your profile and another group, or your profile and somebody else's profile, or 2 other profiles, or something like that. So that's how that works. The main bit of the game is pretty easy to follow along. We're going to ask a question. We're going to give you 60 seconds. If you answer correctly in that 60 seconds, you get a point. If you're the first person on our little chat there, you'll see the little chat below us. If you're the first person to get the correct answer, then you'll get 2 points. You get the regular point and a bonus point. There's a few other things you can do. You can try throwing a Karen. That's like a gamble. Karen is basically saying you just shout Karen in the chat, and you're saying, I don't think anyone else is going to get this correct. And if nobody does, you get a point, even though you didn't know what the answer was. However, if anybody else is able to guess it, then you lose a point. So a little bit of a gamble there. And then we have one final way to get some points today, which today is a theme Thursday. And this is important. I want everybody to listen carefully.
Listen.
All right? If you guess the theme at the end of the show, you will get 5 points. If you guess the theme before the end of the show, you will lose a point. Is that clear? I feel like that's clear.
I feel like that's clear.
Yeah.
We'll see, though.
So we're going to say, all right, it is the end of the show, and now you can guess the theme, and then that's when you put the theme in, and you get 5 points if you get it right. If you guess the theme before that point in time, you will lose a point.
And you will win my ire.
Yes, and Caitlin will hate you. If you don't know the answer to a particular question, because it does get harder as the week goes on. If you don't know the answer to a particular question and you don't want to guess, you can add to some of the comedy of the show by trying to make Caitlin laugh with your guess.
Hello.
And if you do, you get a style point. So that's separate from normal points, but many people covet those as well. And then finally, whoever wins the night is going to be able to choose what color the studio is. It's green today because of our winner yesterday. I think Danny was our winner.
Danny was our winner yesterday.
And then and you get an acceptance speech. And if you win the entire season, which is 1 week long, starting Monday, ending on Sunday, you get a free T-shirt that Caitlin is currently holding up because it's next to her. Yep, just nailed it. Doing great. Just any moment now. Yeah, there it is. So you get a T-shirt from Another Wasted Hour. Another Wasted Hour is my podcast, by the way. That's available anywhere you would go to get a podcast. Just search for Another Wasted Hour. It's got some trivia, lots of comedy, and some local music from the DC area that you may not have heard before. Very talented people. Check it out. And yeah, you know what? Give us a review and some stars. It's all free. There's like 140 episodes. Go check it out.
100 of episodes.
What? We get a free Caitlin, says Shaggy. Is that true?
No,
not a free Caitlin. How much does a Caitlin cost?
Many dollar pennies.
Many dollar pennies. Like 6? Is that many? I think it's supposed to look this way to look at you. Did you mean 6? All right. I think we have 17 people watching. So let's move on to question number 1 and let's start the night right.
This
All right.
is question number 1. There are some really tricky questions tonight. This is an easy one. What phrase was written in lipstick on a door in The Shining?
Yeah, there we go. We need the phrase, 60 seconds on the clock, that was written in lipstick on a door in the movie The Shining. Hey, Alan's here. He says he has at least 6 money pennies.
Dollar pennies.
Dollar pennies are different than money pennies. Yes. Dollar pennies are much more confusing. All right, we've got our first answers in.
So sometimes Keith and I play slots in a casino. Sometimes we go to the casino.
Right.
And to make myself feel like I'm winning more on the penny slots, I say that I'm winning dollar pennies. So if you win like $1, you won $100 pennies.
That's so many.
Which is a lot.
It's the $100 pennies. Woo! You're so rich. Sometimes she's won thousands of dollar pennies. It's remarkable, really. She's very good at this.
Oh, balls.
We have another share. I can't read it from here. Looks like Shaggy. Shaggy. Thank you, Shaggy. All right, time's up. We're going to go to the chat. We'll wait for Facebook to catch up with us. Let's look at some of the answers we've got. It looks like pretty consistent red rum. Robert says, here's Johnny. But didn't guess red rum, which is interesting. I just went for the here's Johnny. Tiffany really likes the green. Well, thank you. Yeah, that was chosen by Danny, the winner yesterday. So that's good. I will let her know that people really liked it. All right, so time is officially up. What is the actual answer?
It's murder backwards.
It's murder backwards. Nobody got it right because all of you guessed red rum. Suckers. It's murder backwards. Oh, red rum's murder backwards.
Oh.
Now I feel threatened. Oh, God, everybody wants to murder us. Craig was first over on YouTube, according to my screen. Then we've got points from Shaggy, Alan, Mike, and Melissa. Robert says, here's Johnny. I don't know if that's a style point for you, but...
Sure.
Yeah? All right.
Why not?
Thousands of dollar pennies. Got it. Gambling, slots. I like James Bond, hence Money Penny. Yeah.
No, we got that.
Money Penny is a person, though. And did you say you have at least 6 people? Is that what he's saying?
Are you cloning Money Penny?
Are you? Yeah. Are you cloning people? That's strange.
Do you just have 6 mannequins named Money Penny?
That they just cuddle. Cuddle with mannequins.
A pile.
Yeah. A mannequin pile. All right.
Our friend Justin kind of collects mannequins.
Shaggy says he likes slots too.
Oh, yikes.
Oh, that's an awkward. That was awkward. A Freudian slip is what that is. A lot of people don't know what a Freudian slip is, but a Freudian slip is when you mean to say one thing, but whole. Oh, I did that wrong. You say another thing. Let's move on to question number 2.
Okay. Question number 2. What bay, the largest in Wales, shares its name with an article of clothing?
The largest bay in Wales shares its name with an article of clothing.
Wales is not that big, so.
No, obviously not, of course. Danny has joined us. By the way, Danny, we have positive reviews of your green room.
Good job.
Yes. We have had Tiffany says loves the green. So excellent suggestion. Alan says 6 to 1. Trading money pennies on for her. on of her. I'm not sure. As Beavis would say.
I think for one of her.
One of her, yeah. That would make sense.
Her was a movie with Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, all right. About 20 seconds left. We need to get your answers in. What is the name of the largest bay in Wales, which happens to share a name with an article of clothing? Robert says red rum. You're a little behind, Robert. Slightly behind on this one. Unfortunately, that is not going to be that's not clothing. Do not wear red rum.
Don't wear murder backwards.
No, don't murder backwards and wear it. All right, time's up. We're going to the chat, and we'll wait for Facebook to catch up. Let's take a look at some of these answers. San Francisco. That's
not in Wales.
The famous Welsh Bay of San Francisco. Are you watching the Freud show on Netflix? I am not. I have not. Craig says an Ascot. Let's see. Melissa says Cardigan Bay. Danny goes with a Karen, is saying that she believes that nobody's going to get this. Karen. Mike goes with Bay of Pants, which I don't think is
style
true,
point,
but makes me laugh. Tuxedo Bay.
Also a style point.
That's a very classy bay.
It's got penguins.
That's true. That does have penguins. I have a guess. Is it Michael Bay?
No.
No. Oh, okay. Well,
what article of clothing is a Michael?
Explosions.
No. What? Go to hell.
All right. So did anyone get it right?
Yes.
Oh, down 1 point for Danny. Someone got it right. If I had to guess out of all these, I feel like Cardigan Bay has the most ring to it. That feels like it could be right. It's a
very Welsh thing to be named after a sweater.
Sure. So is it Cardigan Bay?
It is.
It is. Nice. 2 points for Melissa. Nobody else gets any points.
None of you.
No one else.
Except for Melissa.
Melissa.
No one else.
Melissa did really, really well. The rest of you, boo! Boo, hiss.
Except for the style point people. They're lovely too.
Robert has tagged Emily for not being here. He's taking advantage of the early show as much as he possibly can.
He is.
And Emily's here. That's a band name. The Cardigans.
Bay?
The Cardigans.
Oh.
Right? Not the Cardigan Bays. Robert has also tagged ISIS. So he's going, look, these are the rules. You're allowed to tag people.
I think Emily was already here, though.
Emily, were you already here before Robert tagged you? She will let us know. She will let us know. I invited her as well, so I feel like that might be the case.
You got a point.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Point.
That is a point. That is my nose, which is pointy. All right, so question number 3.
Question number 3. What nickname is shared by General John J. Pershing and John Vernou Bouvier III?
Nickname shared by General John J. Pershing and John Vernou Bouvier III.
Yeah, see, I thought so. He saw Emily come in, and then he was giving her a hard time, being like, it's about damn time you were here.
Okay, good. Greg Miniman has come in.
Hi, Greg.
Hello, Greg. We're glad to have you here.
We're
doing a little bit of trivia. Mr. Butt Sniffer.
That's not a tag, so you don't get a point for it.
Yeah, that would have tagged me, I believe.
I don't know who Mr. Butt Sniffer is.
I think that was the nickname he's going for.
Oh. That would be General Butt Sniffer to you, sir.
Well, we don't know that John Vernou Bouvier was also a general.
Yeah, but at least one of them is.
Well, yeah.
You can't just call him Mr.
Well, so you're just saying Butt Sniffer was the actual nickname, and then it was either Mr. or General. Mm-hmm. General Butt Sniffer seems like an unfortunate tag there. Alan says Sniffle McSniffleface.
Hot pants.
That Hot Pants?
Hot pants gets a style point.
Hot Pants. So General Hot Pants.
General Hot Pants, the third. That's how we have to read it. You do general and then whatever they said and then the third. If it makes me laugh, they get a style point.
Okay, so let's see. General Mr. Butt Sniffer the third.
Style point.
All right. We have about 5 seconds, by the way, so get your answers in. General Wood Leg the Third.
That didn't make me laugh.
No? General Hot Pants the Third.
Style point.
General Skippy the Third.
Style point.
All right, time's up. I'm going over to the chat here. Let's see, where was I? General Blackjack the Third.
That's not funny.
No? Okay. General Sniffle McSniffle Pants, or McSniffle Face the Third.
Style point.
General Sparky the Third.
Style point.
General Skip the Third.
That didn't make me laugh.
General Hot Pants McNasty the Third.
Style point.
See, look at that. So lots of style points going out. We've got
I needed
a couple.
To laugh.
We've got a couple of blackjacks. It looks like that was the most popular guess. That seemed like it might be a legitimate guess, unless Skippy or Sparky are also correct.
They're not dogs.
Well, but you know, who knows? Maybe they're very friendly. So
I knew a dog named Blackjack.
See? And Blackjack wasn't a general, so it all works out.
It was
Yep.
King Charles Cavalier Spaniel.
Ah. What was the correct answer?
Blackjack.
It is Blackjack. So Danny got it first. Emily came up and got a point as well.
1 point.
Congratulations.
Good job.
These are getting hard. Now, I do want to let people know this is a theme. This is a theme Thursday. Very important. Everybody listen carefully. If you guess the theme before the end of the show, you will lose points. Caitlin will take points away from you.
For every guess that you give me for the theme before the end of the show, you lose 1 point.
You'll lose a point every time. Do not guess the theme before the end of the show. There will be a time for theme guessing, and if you guess the theme of the show during that time, you will get 5 points. Yes, there's a theme.
There's a theme.
A theme. So if you look back, if you think back to all of the questions and answers, a theme is developing. And if you can guess that theme at the end of the show, 5 points. Before the end of the show, -1 point. No matter if you're correct or not. I am seeing a storm of things on Facebook.
Yeah, I don't know what Craig's talking about. He was talking about this earlier when we had our coffee chat. And I didn't know what he was talking about, but I was too polite to tell him.
He may have gotten in trouble with it, maybe. Is that the problem?
Ooh, trouble.
By the way, if you do have just a spare moment of your time, if you're on Facebook and you go up to the top of the chat there, you'll see there's the little like button. If you do something there as well, there's all the emotions like during the show. Those are cool. But if you make sure that you hit the like up at the top of the chat, that'll help in terms of the algorithm on Facebook and stuff like that. All of it does. Any interactions that you make help the algorithm, but that's also another thing you can do. See, like I'm going to do a love there, and it's good. All right, so make sure you do those if you get a chance. Let's go to question number 4.
This one's for all my oldies who might actually know the answer to this. Can you name the 1984 multi-platinum Bryan Adams album, which includes Summer of '69?
Oh, all right. That's going to be a tough one.
Do you know this one?
This is, I don't think I do.
You're usually very good at this.
Not a Bryan Adams, huge Bryan Adams fan, so. I knew that he did Summer of '69, but I do not know the album that it was on. So there it was. They're not there for me. I can only do slow reactions with the like button. Interesting. I wonder why that has changed for you. Are you on mobile or are you on desktop, Craig? That's another question. All right, answers are coming in. About 30 seconds left on the clock. Got it. Gotta get those answers in. None of our UK people swung by today, which is surprising because we started a little early, so I thought maybe we would see more of them, but they are not here for some reason. 10 seconds.
Well, Septic has to get up at like 4 in the morning for work. So.
That's true. It's terrible.
He probably would have gotten that Wales one right though.
There's a good chance of it, you would think, right? He's closer to it at least. All right, the time's up, so we're going to go over to the chat.
Oh, exciting update about Septic. He may have his T-shirt very soon.
Yeah,
we looked up the customs tracking number, and it's in the UK.
Ooh.
It has passed through London, and he lives near London.
Right. So that's good. He could be one of the many people who now have T-shirts. and somebody else will have a t-shirt at the end of this week.
And Trey will never have a t-shirt.
And
because
Trey
we're never going to remember to give it to him.
Trey will never get a t-shirt ever in his life. All right, so let's go over the answers because time is up over on Facebook as well. So we've got Reckless. We've got Forrest Gump, the album.
Style point.
I guess from maybe the Forrest Gump soundtrack. Is that what you're going for? Cuts Like a Knife. That sounds like an album name.
That sounds real.
Innuendo. That sounds kind of like, well, you know what I mean.
Style point for Keith.
You know. Cuts like Cute Like a Knife, says Jenny, which then turns into Cuts Like a Knife. Why would they do this to a top fan of the show? I don't know, Craig. I do not know.
So rude.
Did we find out that he's on desktop or on mobile? I didn't even see that.
He didn't give us that information.
Craig says, now that's what I call music, volume 47. That's where that comes from. I don't
Style
even.
point.
What number are they at now? Are they in the thousands?
I think they're in letters now.
They have to do hashes.
I think it's hex.
Melissa says, so far so good, which sounds also, that could be an album name. Emily also goes with Reckless. Those are all the people that that we're able to get in on time. Craig says he's on desktop, so we're on desktop too, and we see it. So I don't know why they did
Craig
that to
has
you.
texted me a picture.
That is such a shame. Danny says she's heading to the place I actually rent and will be getting mail tomorrow. So most likely we'll have a t-shirt by Free for All Friday. Oh, there we go.
Sad for Craig.
How did they find out about trivia? Over in the UK, they just found us on Twitch. Nothing. Craig has nothing. You should show
He
them.
can't share or comment or anything.
That is very sad.
This is what Craig's life looks like right now.
Yeah, that's wow. Why did they do that to you? I just don't understand that. You're a lovely person, so I don't know why they would make you not be able to do
Craig.
things.
I gave Craig my junk mail so he could shred it and compost it.
Yeah?
And put it in his garden.
And how's that working?
I don't know. You have to ask Craig.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so they found out about trivia just because they came on to Twitch and they found us and enjoyed it. And then I guess maybe they passed it around the UK. They're up to at least 105. That's what Craig says.
Oh.
That's what I call music. Let's see. The most recent album in the series was 74. All right. Very interesting. What was the correct answer?
Reckless.
Reckless is the correct answer. Danny got it first, but we got at least one other person. Looks like Emily also got it. So 2 points to Danny, 1 to Emily. Congratulations.
I'm looking up Cuts Like a Knife, which is a Bryan Adams song.
Yeah. I'm surprised. You know what? We were doing people in like the 20s for a while there, and now we're down to 12. I don't know what we did wrong. People aren't showing up anymore, and I don't know what the problem is.
Cuts Like a Knife is his third studio album.
Third studio album. Very important. We're learning about Bryan Adams today. You're welcome. I know that that's what you came here for, so we're going to make that happen.
It comes with the song Straight from the Heart.
Oh. And you're to blame.
No.
No?
No.
I feel like that's how it goes. You sure?
That's not it.
You give love a bad name. A bad name. Wow, 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 wow. So, on to question number 5. Sandy has joined us. Hi, Sandy.
Style point for Keith.
Question number 5 is...
Who is credited with discovering the moon's Io, Ganymede, Callisto, and Europa?
Now, this is one that I did know, so I could have gotten this one.
You could have gotten a point.
Yeah, I would have gotten a point on
Honorary
this.
point.
Yep, I feel good about my answer on that. So 60 seconds on the clock. Everybody get your answers in so that we can find out what you believe is the correct answer, not what I believe is the correct answer, which may very well be 2 different answers, neither of which are correct. There's always that chance. I don't know how to make that go away. Wow. Brian May is a good guess. The Brian May, one of the presenters from Top Gear, I believe. Right? Or is Brian, am I right on that?
I think it's Brian May.
Or is it one of the members of Queen? It's one of the two.
Brian May.
Either the guitarist from Queen.
That's the guitarist from Queen.
Okay. Which one's the one from Top Gear? It's something May.
Top Gear May.
It just said Maybach.
James May.
James May. Different May. Okay. That was it. Craig answered the question before you even read it, and we're both on Facebook. Well, yeah, but he's not allowed.
He's on YouTube.
He's also on YouTube watching and answering on Facebook, and he is also not allowed to respond to anything, apparently, on Facebook. So, it could be worse. All right, so time's up. Let's go to the chat. We got a bunch of good answers. We got Galileo. That's the answer I would have gone with, Galileo. Brian May, who apparently is also an astronomer. He also has a PhD in astronomy, as well as being a guitarist. Dumbo, who is an elephant that can fly. So that makes sense, right? Why wouldn't that be the answer? And let's see. We have a longer answer from Alan. King of Insight, King of Vision, Galileo.
He's getting very poetic.
That is very,
Alan.
yeah. What is that from? Is that from something? If you had said Galileo Figaro, I would have known where that was from.
It's from the Another Wasted Hour daily stream.
And then that would have definitely tied in with the Brian May piece.
Correct.
Yeah, that would have been good. All right, so Emily says, damn it. So, Emily, you can always go and join up on Twitch, and then you'd be faster than Craig. You would actually go faster than Craig.
It's from Indigo Girls.
Indigo Girls. Okay. Did you know that? I don't know if I know that there's more than one question pointing me in a crooked line, but I don't know if any of those questions are Galileo.
How close are you to fine?
I'm pretty fine. I'll be honest. On a scale of 1 to fine, I'm like a 9. All right. So lots of people got, what's the correct answer?
Galileo.
Galileo. Craig got it first, apparently before people even heard it. Mike gets a point. Danny, Emily, and Melissa all also get points. Congratulations. Move on to, we should go and check people's scores, right? We're halfway through. So we're going to sort it alphabetically by numbers.
Shaggy has 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
Mike O'Brien and Alan have 2 points.
2 points.
Emily has 3 points. And then we have a bunch of people with 4 points. Robert, Melissa, Danny, Craig.
We've got that's like a 4-way tie at the top with 4 points. That's very exciting. This is going to be a very exciting end to the show. Don't forget, you might want to be writing down these questions and answers and stuff because there is a theme to the entire show. Do not guess it before the end of the show.
God help you if you guess it.
Yeah, you will get the wrath of Caitlin. She will steal dollar pennies from you. But if you do guess it at the end, there's an extra 5 points going to the person who, any people that guess it correctly. Anyone. It's not a race. It's just anyone who gets it. All right, so let's see. Brian May's not having a good month. He tore his butt muscle and then had a heart attack.
He tore his butt muscle gardening.
Oh, my goodness. What was he doing getting a heart attack?
Gardening.
He should stop gardening. It sounds dangerous for him. I'm not sure if I'm more excited about getting the mail tomorrow or going home for a day. I'm fairly sure my friend is holding me hostage. Oh, no. Send us proof of life. Take a picture with the newspaper. And then send it to us so we know you're okay. Nobody gets newspapers anymore, though. That's the problem.
I'm looking at myself on the screen, and I definitely like my new glasses.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right. Craig says he might switch over to Twitch at some point. I was only using Facebook so I could emoji storm. Since I can't, I might as well go with the speed. You could also watch on Twitch and then react on Facebook. That's still a thing that you could do. Emily says, I stay on Facebook so I can interact with other people on Facebook. So you can do both. You can just watch the questions on Twitch, and then you'll hear them sooner, and then you can write them on Facebook. So that's an option as well. I feel like people's posts on Facebook might make it over to Twitch. I'm going to go take a look to see if that's the case. Nope. Don't listen to that. Don't want that at all. That's not the thing I wanted to do. Can I go to my channel?
Thanks, Danny.
Yeah. Okay. Nope. No. My channel. Stop it.
Thanks,
no.
Danny.
Yeah. Turn off the. There we go. Yeah. So if you go to Twitch, the Restream bot says Facebook, William. How do we say William's last name?
Sherpshinsky.
Sure, that's true. Shaggy. That's what I always say. William Shaggy. It says Facebook William Shaggy, and then it says do what I want when I want. So you actually see what people are typing on Facebook on Twitch as well. Just something to think about. That is just another option. All right, so yeah. I don't know if that's the case for YouTube, but that is the case for Twitch. So question number 6, right?
I have to resort my thing.
Resort your thing. If anybody thinks that their points were wrong, let us know, by the way. We'll correct them. Just never mind. He has no interest. Hey, my aunt is here. Hi, Aunt Danielle.
Hello, Aunt Danielle.
We're going to answer questions. We have question number 6, and you can answer along with us and get make-believe internet points that aren't worth anything. Here we go.
What is the colorful nickname for the United Postal Service?
Yes. The colorful nickname for the United Postal Service. In case people aren't sure about that hint, it doesn't mean that there's swear words in it just because it's a colorful nickname.
It's not a lewd nickname.
Yeah, it is not a lewd nickname. It is just a colorful lick name. There you go. That was colorful. Nickname. If we had a newspaper, I would take a photo. We're both relatively single, and he seems lonely. We agreed I could go out tomorrow if I promised to come back. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that is very unfortunate that you've entered into some contract that you didn't realize was happening. Well, Danny, I hope you're able to escape and find shelter and all of those things. All right, so let's go and take a look at let's see. Let's take a look. Oh, I forgot to do the 60 seconds. That's what I was looking for. So you're going to have extra time here, which is good. Everybody's going to get a little extra time. We've got some guesses in there. Some people have taken the colorful hint, which is smart. I like that. Some people not as much. Other people, there does seem to be, he doesn't let me out to play trivia.
He does let me out.
Oh, he does. Yes. That is true. That is good. Karen is thrown by Emily. So Emily believes that nobody is going to get this right. Just so you know, that's what she's betting on right now.
I thought this was easy.
20 seconds.
I think
Melissa's going
a lot
with
of
a
people are
Karen.
Like, oh, damn, when they find out the answer to this.
Jenny says Karen. Yeah, there's definitely some confusion here, I feel like. 10 seconds left on the clock. It is super important. Remember, like when you were in elementary school and they said, make sure you read the whole like quiz first. It's one of those scenarios. We're going to the chat because time is up. And let's see what people are able to come up with. 3 Karens. We've got 3 Karens. For those that don't know, if somebody throws a Karen, they're basically guessing that nobody else is going to get the answer correct. And if nobody gets the answer correct, then that they each get a point. But if anyone gets it correct, then it means that they will lose a point. Each of them will. But time is up over on Facebook. Lots of guesses. We've got blue and white, which is great. That actually has colors in it. So you definitely went with the theme of a colorful. That's what we were looking for, is a colorful nickname. The post, not colorful, unless I guess you painted a post. If it's like a fence post.
But that nickname doesn't have a color in it.
It doesn't have a color in it. Snail mail.
No color.
Again, not really colorful. USPS.
That's the wrong outfit altogether.
Which is interesting because that's an extra S in there. Because that would be the United States Postal Service.
And we were looking for the United Postal Service, which is UPS.
Yeah. So, did anyone get it right?
Nobody got it right. So
no!
3 Karens.
What was the correct answer?
Big Brown.
Big Brown. That's rough. So unfortunately,
I thought it was kind of easy for a.
I would have expected the same, but yeah, There might be some confusion though, because I think our wording might be a little different than some other folks. That would be the thing. How is it big brown? Because it's big. They have big brown trucks that go around.
Oh no, I had a typo.
And so that would be the thing. Yeah. William says he knows what's big and brown.
Oh boy.
That would be colorful. That's definitely colorful. All right, let's move on to question number 7.
Question number 7. First and last name, please. Who is the author of Paradise Lost?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. We need the author. First and last name, please. Full name of the author of Paradise Lost. So who got that? Who knows that? Who? Don't forget, you're going to want to take notes of all of these different questions and answers because there's a theme in there somewhere. You want to make sure that you are on top of it. Don't guess it yet. We're guessing it at the end of the show. You'll lose a point if you guess now, but at the end of the show, you'll get 5 points for guessing it correctly. About 20 seconds left on the clock. We've definitely gotten some authors in the guesses. I'm seeing that. Shaggy says Albert Einstein, which I don't think that that's correct.
Oh, Craig came through for Steve.
Yeah, what does he say?
He says Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster wrote it.
Steve made Craig promise that he would answer Jodie Foster to at least one question. Steve couldn't be here because he had to go back to work today.
Oh, wow. Well, that's good. At least there's some work. That's important. If you have an opportunity to work, right? That would be good. All right, so time's up. We've moved over to the chat. Waiting for Facebook to catch up. Here are some of the answers that we've gotten. John Milton, Nathaniel Hawthorne, Albert Einstein, Dante Alighieri, Jodie Foster, and then a couple more John Miltons, it looks like.
Style point for Craig.
And since time is up, those are all the answers that made it in under the wire. So what is the correct answer?
The correct answer is John Milton.
All right, so we have a few people who get points. Danny got it first, and then looks like Melissa and Emily also get points. Jack Coleman, the very talented comedian, has joined the stream. Hello, Jack.
Hi, Jack Coleman.
We'll see if he sticks around long enough to actually hear me say that, because there is a bit of a lag between us, what we see, and then what you see and stuff like that. But Jack, very, very talented, runs Capital Laughs. I think you go to capitallaughs.com. And you can go check out the stuff that they do. I'm going to go check that out and make sure that that's right. Capital Laughs. I know it's up. Yep, that's the one.
That is a real thing.
Capitallaughs.com. So go check that out. They're also on Facebook. They do a bunch of shows in the DC area for comedy, a lot of local comedians. So if you want to see some folks that you probably haven't seen before, catch kind of the next wave of people who you might see on TV and stuff, go check out some of these Capital Laugh events. They're very, very good. Capital Laughs. Yep, there it is. Go check those out. They're very good. They're very discerning. They won't let me participate in it because I'm not funny enough. So
I know they're good.
Just imagine, right? That's the quality. It has to be that much better. They have a strict guideline of at least twice as funny as Keith for anyone to do it.
How do you measure twice as funny as Keith?
You use a laugh-o-meter.
That would be really funny because my mom said I was the funniest person she knew until she met you.
Yeah, no, it's very good. Oh,
you're
yes.
the funniest person my mom knows.
Jack also does Quarantine Comedy Weekly, which is kind of a TV show, news show thing. But he was on our podcast. You remember I keep saying I have another wasted hour? He was on the podcast. He was the first person ever on the podcast back in episode 1, which I believe was Send Me a Giraffe or something like that. Yeah, I think it was something like that. Send Me a Giraffe, I think is what it's called. And Jack was there. Very funny. So go check him out. Pinecone has joined us. Hello, Pinecone. So we're doing some trivia here. Let's move on to question number 8. Is that right?
Question number 8. This is the hardest question.
All right.
At what battle site was Austria defeated by Napoleon in 1800?
I feel like there were other people.
Hint.
Yeah, what?
It's also the name for a chicken dish traditionally made with eggs and crayfish.
That sounds delicious.
You should eat some.
60 seconds on the clock. It's weird, though, that we put it this way because it makes it sound like Napoleon all by himself defeated Australia. Or Austria.
With his army and stuff.
Yeah, but it's like we say defeated, Austria was defeated. Not like a dude in Austria was defeated.
That's true.
And then we say Napoleon as if it was the dude, but it was basically, wasn't it the French at that point? Was he running France at that point?
I've decided it's actually better if we imagine it as just Napoleon fighting everyone in Austria.
Just one giant Napoleon?
It's a cartoon. It's a huge Napoleon.
Yeah.
And he's fighting the outline of Austria, which has arms and legs and a sword.
Maybe multiple smaller Napoleons combined together, like Voltron, to one big Napoleon.
Would you rather fight?
Yes, I'm in.
One horse-sized Napoleon or 100 duck-sized Napoleons?
I feel like I could really go after some duck-sized Napoleons. Okay. I feel like I could stomp them. Chat, go into the chat because time is up. We've got some good guesses in here. Jack, I think, just went for the food side of it, not so much the battle piece of it, which I honestly, I respect that because that's really the important piece coming out of here. And Dremely has joined us on Twitch.
Dr. Emily.
Dr. Emily. Oh, yeah, that makes more sense.
Dr. Emily.
I wonder if we know her from anywhere.
I don't know.
All right. So, did you see what Jack guessed? The Battle of
El Pescatore.
Yes. Does that sound like the right battle?
Style point.
You get a style point for that. Style points, by the way, are for folks who aren't guessing correct, but add to the comedy of the show. So there you go. Jack adding to the comedy of the show makes perfect sense.
It does.
If
Jack didn't add to the comedy of the show, I'd be a little disappointed.
Yes. Alan went with I think it's the Cincinnati Swirl.
Style point.
Which I believe is a sex act. I'm not sure, but no, you're not sure? All right.
Does it have to include Napoleon?
It probably, ice cream. Yeah.
And an Austrian?
Yeah. It's Napoleon ice cream. And then.
It's Neapolitan ice cream.
Whatever. Heard it both ways.
No, you haven't.
We've also got the Battle of
Marengo.
Marengo. And Surf and Polo.
Surf and Pollo.
Style
point.
So that is that would be just
it's like surf and turf.
That's surf and turf with chicken?
Surf and chicken.
The cheaper of the ones. All right.
Yeah.
All right, I like it. So did anybody get it correct?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. What is the correct answer?
Marengo.
That makes way more sense than Cincinnati
Spanish.
Swirl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the one I would have guessed. All right. Let's go on to question number 9. What is question number 9?
Question number 9. Name the 19.
No! God damn it!
I'm not feeling
Jesus Christ! We've been doing it for like a month! This has been like 2 months of the same thing! Over and over again! I say, it's the 9th question. What's number 9? And then you say...
It's the penultimate question.
That's right, it's the penultimate question! And then we move on to saying what the question is.
Okay, do it again.
Right, all right. All right, fine. Here we go. We're doing a redo, everybody. Sorry. I apologize that you had to see that. Yeah. All right, let's move on to question number 9. And question number 9 is?
The penultimate question.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Jesus. If you had done it again, I would have thrown this chair.
It's so funny.
I would have thrown it. I swear to God. All right, what is the penultimate question?
Name the 1998 disaster movie starring Robert Duval, Elijah Wood, and Morgan Freeman, probably as the president.
I mean, quite possibly. Either that or God, right? It's pretty much how it works. All right, 60 seconds on the clock. Let's get the name in there. Jack says we can fix it in post. That's not how we work. Fuck it. We're doing it live. We're doing it live.
With a tiny delay.
Little bit of a delay. Slightly not live. This would have been the perfect opportunity for an emoji storm. Yeah, well, you have to, and what you do is make other people do it for you. Have other people do the emoji storm in your stead. and then and command them to do it. 30 seconds left on the clock. You'll have to get your answers in to get your points. Don't forget, there is a theme that we will be guessing later in the show. Do not guess it now. A theme that we'll be guessing later in the show. So you'll want to make sure to stick around for that, because you could get 5 points if you get it correct.
Or you could lose a point if you guess now, like a jerk.
If you're a jerk, you lose a point. Caitlin loses a point for not saying the penultimate question.
I don't lose anything.
Yep. Give me your keyboard. I'm changing it.
No.
I'm changing it.
No.
You don't get a
No.
point. I'm
No.
taking your points
No.
away.
No.
All right. Time's up. Let's go to the chat. We've got some people trying to outdo each other. A couple people say Deep Impact. Looks like Jack had the first answer for that. Then Independence Day, said Robert. Danny went with Deep Impact. And then Shaggy went with Deeper Impact, which I believe was the porn made off of Deep Impact.
I'm pretty sure that's a porn.
Right.
Style point.
And then Jenny messed it all up by not going with Independencier Day.
Yeah. Well,
There was a theme, people.
Freedomer Day.
Emily did it for you, Craig. There you go. Jack says roll Tide. All right, time's up on
and Alan says Deep Impregnation.
Deep Impregnation.
Which I think is the sequel to the porn that's based off of Deep Impact.
Right. No, it came out 6 months later.
9 months later.
No, it was just then the baby.
Okay.
Yeah, it came out 6 months later, or nine months later.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right. They tried to hide it for a long time. Jenny says, sorry, my bad. It's okay. It's fine. I think we've got two main contenders here. We've got Deep Impact and possibly Deeper Impact and possibly Deep Impregnation. Or Independence Day. Is one of those correct?
One of them's right.
Oh, all right. One of them is correct. Which one is it?
Did you want to guess which one it is?
Let's see. I'm going to go with Jack. This is his first time, so I don't know how terrible he is at this yet.
Jack is correct.
Oh, Jack got it. 2 points to Jack. We also got points for Danny. Are we doing Deeper Impact? Is that?
No.
No, we're not. That's no. Style
That's an
point?
actual porn.
Yeah.
No.
Not a style
Bad.
point? Do you get a style point
He
for it?
gets a style point.
All right, there you go. Craig gets a point. Mike O'Brien gets a point, who has oddly not left us for Taco Bell yet, just so you know.
We're that delicious.
Yeah, we are. We are better than Taco Bell, people.
Bitches.
Melissa gets a point. Dr. Emily also gets a point. Does Alan get a point with Deep Impregnation?
No.
No? Are you sure?
He has a style point.
He definitely gave a point.
Oh, boy.
If you know what I mean.
Yikes.
All right. Double deep inside the impact, says Robert. Independent Impact Day. Deep Independent Impact Day.
No.
No? All right. Little later. Maybe a little later. I'm just holding out hope. All right. So we've got one more question, right?
This is a sports question. # sorry, not sorry.
All right. Question number 10. The last chance for you to get questions.
What
Correct.
popular sports nickname has been applied to Muhammad Ali, Manny Pacquiao, Tito Ortiz, Will Barton, and Freddie Mitchell, among others?
I would like to point out that I have a limited amount of space in the little quiz area, and pretty much every week, Caitlin tries to find how many letters she can fit into that space.
Found it.
Yeah, and this is it. This is about it.
Totally found it.
There's maybe another 10 characters in there if you just perfectly lined them up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is towards the top end. So there's 60 seconds on the clock. You need to get your answers in. What I like is I'm guessing that nobody has actually figured out the theme yet, and so they're not using the theme to answer the questions. Alan does have a guess. Did you see what Alan's guess is?
The greatest kisser of all time.
Yes. That's,
Style point.
yeah.
Did you want to read Robert's?
Robert says, winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Style point.
That is the name that they were given. I don't think that was a nickname. It's just an exclamation that was made at some boy. 25. We've got the greatest as well. B-Girl. B-Girl.
Is that another porn?
It might be. Yeah, it's probably. I think it was done by that girl that was in the No Rain video.
Oh.
Yeah, later after, the career went south. The Destroyer is another guess. 5 seconds left on the clock. You will need to get your answer in to be able to get a make-believe internet point that is not worth anything. We're going to chat because time is up. We'll wait for Facebook to come around. I pretty much went over all of the answers already. Alan is just expanding on. I've noticed that what Alan does is just take the theme that other people have and then expand on it.
I like it.
Yeah, to see if possibly he can get that. We're not seeing some people guessing. I saw Diana was laughing earlier, but I haven't seen any guesses from Diana. But time is up for today. That was the last chance to get an internet point by answering a question. So you know all the answers. What's the correct answer?
No one got it right.
What? No one. I do remember Muhammad Ali. He said he's the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I
but
know
not
that.
Not all the other ones.
Not the other ones. Oh, okay. What was the correct answer?
The People's Champion.
People's Champion. All right, so you've got all the questions. You've got all of the answers. Emily says playing Twitch and Facebook at the same time. It's almost the exact same time, milliseconds apart. So I'm probably fucking up using Twitch.
Oh.
Well, yeah, it might be. Or your internet's terrible. There's also that chance. All right, so we are going to open up. I'm going to do 90 seconds on the clock.
That's fair.
90 seconds on the clock. Think about the theme for today, and this is the time to guess. So
just think about it.
90 seconds right now. What was the theme to today's show? What was the theme to today's show? Emily says, Robert goes with the king. The king is the theme.
The theme is pirates.
The theme is pirates. We should have a pirate theme, that's for sure. That seems good.
Maybe next week.
Good old Big Brown the pirate. Not one of the more famous pirates. He had to stay home a lot because of irritable bowel syndrome.
That's yucky.
What?
I'm just saying.
I'm just pointing. All right, so we've only got 2 guesses. The king and pirates. Pirates and the king. Jack goes with China. The guess is China.
Spoken like a guy who hasn't been here for most of the show.
Probably not. School of Rock. Sources of violence. We have sources of violence and School of Rock. We're all over the place. This is good.
Picked a theme that people don't know.
Yeah, less than 30 seconds. We have 20 seconds left. The theme was Mike chooses between Another Wasted Hour and Taco Bell. That's a fair one.
Seems like a theme.
We didn't know going in that was going to be the theme, but it ended up being the theme. All right, last 5 seconds. Jenny says colors. Colors. When Danny goes with colors as well, time's up. People's Champion. Yes, the color is the People's Champion. 7 Deadly Sins, says Alan. Interesting. Oh. Danny's just cheating off of Jenny. Danny is cheating off of Jenny. That is just wrong. All right, I think time is pretty much up. Let's see. Oh no, I'm watching the chat here, and you mean Dirty Big Brown Pirate Blackbeard. That might be the one. That could be who it is. All right, time is up. Danny says, I have no freaking idea about the theme, and I am a data analyst. Well, you have been outsmarted by Caitlin, because Caitlin had a theme and was able to throw everybody off. You know what we should do?
What?
We should make the theme so that the fewer people that guess it, the more points it's worth.
Oh.
Right? It starts off that it's 25 points. And then it gets split as many ways as people guess.
Okay.
Or something like that. Unfortunately, this time, I don't think it's going to get split.
This time it was worth 100 points.
100 points. Anyone who got this correct gets 100 points. Who are we giving the 100 points to, Caitlin?
Me.
Because no one got it right.
No one got it right.
No one got it right. No one had an idea. What was the theme for tonight?
They're all famous horses.
They are famous horses. Can you tell us about them at all? Do you know what
Big
they
Brown
were?
was a pretty recent one. He was in the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, Big Brown on the Kentucky Derby.
I know that one.
Mm-hmm.
Red Rum is a pretty recent one as well, I think.
All right.
And Reckless. Reckless is pretty recent.
So these are pretty famous horses from people who watch horse racing, which obviously is not a thing that we all do. Melissa says poker. All right, so that is it. So our winner tonight. Oh, we have to do our shares before everybody goes. There are points for sharing. Do you want to go over the points that people got before shares so we can make sure that we align with what other people thought their points were? Let's do that. Got it.
We have Shaggy and Jenny with 1 point, Jack and Alan with 2 points, Mike O'Brien with 3 points, and no Taco Bell, Robert with 4 points, Craig with 5 points, Emily with 7 points, Melissa with 8 points, and Danny with 9 points.
Oh, so close at the top there, but we have not done our shares yet, so let's take a look. I've got a share from Robert, who should get a point. He did that on his profile. Craig gets a point.
Got it.
Jenny gets a point.
Okay.
Mike O'Brien gets a point.
All right.
Shaggy gets a point. And Emily gets a point.
Oh, that fucks all up. Okay, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Oh, it was
5,
so
4.
close. We had almost all of them. Oh. Did that change our standings at all for the night?
No, Danny wins.
The Danny wins. The Danny wins. All right, Danny, we need your acceptance speech and what color you'd like the studio tomorrow night at 7 o'clock when we do this. While you go through that, I'm going to let everybody know again, we have a podcast called Another Wasted Hour with many very talented people on it, including the one and only Jack Coleman. Again, go check him out, capitallaughs.com. It's a funny show. It's got trivia. It's got some crazy news from around the internet. We also have music from local musicians around the DC area. It is, let's see, it's free. There's 140 episodes, so you can go check it out. It's available at Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, anywhere that you'll go to get a podcast. You just search for Another Wasted Hour. You'll find our podcast. So subscribe to that. Give us a review. Give us some stars if you would. We would appreciate it. And then don't forget, if we do this at 7 o'clock every night, if we're going to be late, if something's gone awry, we will post it up on our social media. So you'll probably want to follow us here on, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram as well. And then we also have a group on Facebook called Another Wasted Group where we talk about how we might improve the game. So we'd love to have you involved in that. So go do those things. And obviously here on Facebook and on YouTube and on Twitter, don't forget to like and follow and subscribe and turn on notifications, those types of things. We really appreciate your support. Acceptance speech. Yes.
I just wanted to say thank you, people, for being lovely when Keith had to take me to the hospital instead of doing the show because Diana said you were all very well behaved.
Yeah, that was really nice of everyone. So acceptance speech. Would you like to read it?
Yes. Thank you for being my link to the outside world while I seem to be in hostage. I'll try to send up flares when I need to be rescued. And aqua bluish.
Aqua bluish will be the color tomorrow. So once again, 7 o'clock tomorrow, we will be back here. Until then, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, stay home if you don't need to go out. Even if things are opening up, be careful. We want you all to stay alive, and we want to see you again. We would miss you terribly. So just when you do go out, just be extra cautious. We want to make sure that you're happy and healthy. Let's also give a shout out to all the folks who are helping the world go round during this whole time. We're now starting to open up, but while we were staying home, there were people still going to work and still risking their lives and their health. And that's a huge sacrifice. We recognize it and we appreciate it. So thank you for doing that. I think that's it. So everybody say goodbye to everyone. Diana says, no shenanigans. Your email was the ultimate authority. Oh, there you have it. All right.
Diana doesn't take any crap from anyone.
Exactly. All right. So 7 o'clock tomorrow. We will see you then. And until then, good night.
Peace out.